and welcome to Top Props. There is one film prop that is often left out or overlooked by science fiction film enthusiasts when compiling lists of favorite sci-fi vehicles, spaceships and/or larger set pieces. This prop featured a very intelligent and compelling design and played a major role in a film that left an indelible and unforgettable impression to many viewers in the late 1960s and beyond. Okay, spoilers are coming.
Quatermass in the Pit, known in the US as 5 Million Years to Earth, is a 1967 British science fiction horror film from Hammer Film Productions,
a sequel to the earlier Hammer films The Quatermass Experiment and Quatermass 2. Like its predecessors, it is based on a BBC television serial, in this case Quatermass in the Pit, written by Nigel Kneale. It was directed by Roy Ward Baker and stars Andrew Keir in the title role as Professor Bernard Quatermass, replacing Brian Donlevy, who played the role in the two earlier films.
James Donald,
Barbara Shelley and Julian Glover appear in co-starring roles. The storyline, which is largely faithful to the original television production, centers on the discovery of a mysterious object buried at the site of an extension to the London Underground. Also uncovered nearby are the remains of early human ancestors more than 5 million years old. Amazingly, after archaeologists and then a military bomb squad slowly reveal this object, it is, in fact, an ancient Martian spacecraft. Quatermass deduces that the aliens have influenced human evolution and the development of human intelligence. This spacecraft, as it turns out, has an intelligence of its own, and once uncovered begins to exert a malign influence, resurrecting Martian memories and instincts buried deep within the human psyche. As you may have guessed, it is also the subject of this episode of Top Props.
Not much has been written or published about this spacecraft and its unique design. It has been often neglected when talking about Hammer Film Production set pieces, or sci-fi films in general. Bernard or Ben Robinson was the supervising art director for the film, and Arthur Banks worked as an uncredited construction manager and may have also assisted, with other special effects technicians, in some of the design aspects of this Martian spacecraft. As outlined in the Internet Movie Database, Les Bowie, Roy Field, Brian Johnson, Sidney Pearson, Ian Scoons, Bill Warrington, and Kit West, all contributed as uncredited special effects technicians for this film.
As with most of the Hammer Film Productions company records, not much exists today regarding designs or blueprints of this craft. However, over the years, a core group of collectors and sci-fi film buffs have been able to recreate artist renderings and computer-aided drawings of the basic design as depicted in the film. Unfortunately, since the spaceship is never entirely revealed in the film, the bottom half of the craft's shape and exact color of the ship have been the subject of much speculation by fans. However, it is universally agreed that the odd shape and futuristically fluid alien design was something that was never seen before, and the unique design may have subconsciously influenced many future production designers of sci-fi films that followed. A few model makers and artists have created very interesting versions and renderings of this craft over the years. As far as we know, no model or film collectible companies to our knowledge have attempted to reproduce this spaceship design for collectors. This may be due to the film's age or may be due to a lack of Hammer Films records and no clear proof of provenance for licensing.
One can wonder why this extremely interesting spaceship has been unjustly relegated to lists of forgotten or ignored science fiction spacecraft. One reason could be that although it plays an important part of the story, unfortunately it spends a great deal of film time buried and only partially exposed, and basically, it lies motionless. But there is something about the execution of its design, appearance, and the mysterious and creepy way that it is introduced and worked into the story by screenwriter Nigel Kneale. The viewers are forced to use their imaginations to wonder how this ship may have operated, and how it ended up far underground on Earth millions of years ago, very patiently waiting to intelligently unleash its precious cargo. Quatermass in the Pit is one of the best movies made by Hammer Studios, who are more usually associated with 1960s English horror films. I think we can all be in agreement that for those who have seen and remember this film, the Martian spaceship entered our collective conscious and has never really left, and most likely never will.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Top Props.